Hello beautiful people, I hope that you are all doing really well. Welcome to another pick a card reading. Today's reading we are going to be having a look at your person's current energy, how they're feeling about the connection, how they're feeling about you and what their intentions are at this point of time, remembering that time is an illusion and of course energy is fluid. Please also remember this is a very general reading. If you would like something more tailored to you and your situation, you can find the details in the description box below. Also, I want to do a bit of a warning. I am a very raw reader. I read the messages as I see them. And with these particular readings, if you haven't watched any tarot card readings before, can be a little bit triggering emotionally, especially these ones, especially if you're going through a bit of a turbulent time at the moment in your relationship or connection. Take it as it resonates. So I'm going to be showing you 3 different piles of cards you can choose from. You are going to choose one pile for your message. Of course, you are welcome to watch all 3. However, I do always suggest to get a really clear message that you just pick one pile. All right. Now, these are your 3 piles of cards to choose from. You have pile 1, pile 2, and of course, pile 3. So if you need a little bit more time to think about which pile you are going to choose, that is not an issue. But what I'll get you to do is pause the video. So as I said before, this is pile 1, this is pile 2, and this is pile 3. So from your right, it's 1, 2, and 3. All right, guys, I'm about to start the readings. Okay, so for those of you who chose this pile, this is pile 1, this is your reading. Let's get into it. So to start off with, we have the Knight of Stones. So what I'm really picking up here is that this is how your person is currently feeling about the connection or the situation. So this person feels like it's sort of come to a bit of a halt at the moment. I feel like they feel a little bit sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess frustrated with what's happening. If you have a look at this horse, it looks really frustrated. It feels like it's really wanting to move somewhere, but it's not moving anywhere fast, if that makes sense. So yes, they feel frustrated with what the direction of this relationship is going, I feel, and where it's at. It feels like it's at a bit of a standstill. Your clarify is the 6 of arrows, transition. So they're really wanting to be able to transition through whatever it is that's at a stalemate at the moment. So because this is a very general reading, you'll need to take it as it resonates. So they're wanting to move past whatever has happened. I feel like something has gone down in this connection. I feel like something has happened that's sort of put the brakes on what's going on, okay? Let's look further. We then have the Blasted Oak. So this represents how they're feeling about you in particular at the moment. So something has definitely happened and they feel like there has been, that the relationship has crumbled, that this has happened in the relationship, and they feel like you're currently probably experiencing a little bit of pain. Maybe you're not really happy in the connection at the moment and they're picking it up. I don't know whether you're currently in separation, whether you've split up or not. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, this person knows that you're not feeling good, and I feel like this person is close to you, using you. Wow, that's a bit of a Freudian slip, but maybe you feel like that you were being used. Maybe they were using you, only you will know, okay? I don't want to put words in your mouth. But yeah, they feel like there's been a breakdown of some sort, or maybe you're going through a bit of personal turmoil at the moment. Take it as it resonates, okay? Clarifying the blasted oak, we have the Three of Bows, fulfillment. So as a clarifier, this is really just telling me that they feel like you're not sure whether they feel that you feel unsure of whether you're fulfilled in this connection anymore. I don't think they fully understand the wrath of how you're feeling. And they're really thinking about what direction it is that you're going to move into next. I feel like they're almost waiting for you to make some sort of decision or some sort of move within this connection. And it feels like that's what's going to dictate what happens next, if that makes sense. So yeah, something has definitely happened. They feel it. Whether they know what it's about, only you will know, okay? This is a very general reading. Now, what their intentions are, we have the green man. This can represent a man or a woman. Take it as it resonates. But what I'm really getting here is I feel that this person really wants to take their power back. This person wants to just feel more in control of the situation and of the relationship and of themselves, because I feel like something has happened and they now just feel like they don't have any power. They feel out of control. They feel like things have just crumbled, and so now they really want to take their power back because they're not feeling as empowered as what they normally would. Clarifying, we have the Queen of Arrows, Swan. This can represent a man or a woman, but because this is a general reading, we're going to read it as energy. So their intentions are to really be able to move on from what's happening here. They're probably going to come across as a little bit more shut down, more reserved, as if they don't want to deal with the repercussions of this, as if they don't want to have to deal with how they are truly feeling inside. They would rather just swim off, go in another direction. And there's this real feeling of them needing to be, or coming across as being really stoic and just nonchalant about it, but they are experiencing a bit of suffering. They're not happy at the moment, because of all this stuff that's happened. Now, I do have some cards of advice for you as the viewer. So the first one we had is the Archer. So this is talking about making a decision about what direction you're going to go in next. And this is a major thing for you to do. And it is something that you're going to need to do because this is a major arcana and they are karmic cards. So this is about you taking your power back and deciding which direction you want to move in. I have a feeling as well that this is really about being loyal to what it is that you really want as well within a relationship or a connection, and what it is that you really want to strive to achieve. I feel like this is also talking about focusing more so on other goals that you have in your life. But you have a lot of loyal supporters around you. But yeah, this is about you being strong and brave enough to be able to make a decision about what direction you now want to move in, knowing all this information and thinking about how this makes you all feel. We have the Three of Arrows, clarifying. So yeah, this is reiterating that I feel like there has been some pain experienced here, and that in order for you to really help heal this, I feel that this is about you making a decision to move into a new direction, and a direction that's going to help heal this pain. It's interesting how you've got, the swords here, and this is the Archer here. There might be a sense from you as well. You may be really angry and just feeling that you want justice, you know, and that you want this other person to hurt as much as you're hurting, and maybe you're thinking, what can I do to hurt them, maybe, but it's not about that. I think that's a very, you may feel like that, but it's not the best or the most productive way to think of it. I think another message as well that I'm getting here from the cards is focusing on what it is that, of course, is going to heal your heart as well. What other things can you be doing? It's very directional. I did have a really good message from you then, but it slipped my mind. If I remember, I will definitely let you know. Now, I am also going to get you an Ascended Masters for this situation, but I hope this has been able to help clarify some things for you so far. Please remember, of course, that time is an illusion and energy is fluid, and that this is a very general reading. Now, if this reading did resonate with you, but you would like some further information on the situation, or maybe some further clarity on another aspect of your life, of course, you can find all my details in the description box below. And of course, thank you very much for your support. If you would like to subscribe, please feel free to do so, to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and also feel free to share the video. All right, now let's have a look at your Ascended Masters for this situation. Okay, you had two fall out. You had Twin Flame and you had Clear and Shield your energy. Now, to be honest with you, I'm very much in two minds about the Twin Flame phenomena, okay? But take it as it resonates for you. If this is something that you believe in and it's something, okay, before me going into a spiel, basically what I'm trying to say is take whatever message you want from the Twin Flame card. All I really want to say is that I feel that sometimes when people get the Twin Flame card, they then look upon it themselves to go and try and fix the situation or the relationship, thinking that they're meant to be with this person forever, and that they should just endure the hardships because, they're twin flames. But I think that can be a very unhealthy way to look at things, and I've seen many, many couples stay in very toxic and unhealthy relationships because they think they're twin flames. When this card comes up, I feel like this is really talking about a connection where, of course, depending on the other cards that's surrounding it, but with your particular cards, I feel that this connection is one where there was a lot of mirroring going on within your energies. And, in order for you to be able to come into union with your twin flame, who really is, I believe, just yourself. So if you believe it's just about you coming into union with yourself, then it's really about being able to now take away what you've needed to learn from this relationship, what energies were being mirrored, because whatever it was, that's something you need to learn about yourself in order to evolve as a person. And this is really, I feel, just reiterating what I was saying, clear and shield your energy. This is about you needing to do this in order to be able to disconnect from what was going on here, how this all unfolded, and how it wasn't particularly healthy, this connection, because I don't feel like it was. I don't know the other person's side of the story. There's always two sides to the story, but you always have to think about what's for your highest good, how something makes you feel, and if you're not feeling good, at least 90% of the time, if not more, then that's when you really need to question things. If you're feeling anxious all the time in a relationship, if you're feeling unworthy, and you've had enough time to look at yourself and realize that it's not just you, then that's when I think you know what you need to do. All right, so Pile 1, I hope this was helpful for you. Please feel free to leave feedback and comments below. Thank you so much again. Lots of love, light, and blessings to you. Okay, so for those of you who chose this deck, this is pile 2, let's have a look at how your person is currently feeling about your connection, how they're feeling about you, and what their intentions are at this point of time. So we have the 3 of Cups to start with. So I feel what they're feeling about this connection, this relationship, is that they're wanting to have more fun with you. They're wanting to be able to relax a little bit more, to enjoy things, if this isn't already happening. But let's have a look at your clarifier and the other cards to get more information. Okay, this is nice. You have the Star. I feel that they have a really good time with you, and they have a really good time within this connection, and I feel that the connection they have with you is one that is almost like a wish come true. They see you as someone that is really beautiful and divine, and yeah, they just click. You have a really, really good connection with this person, and they see you and regard you in a really, you know, they put you on a pedestal, absolutely, which is really nice. But let's have a look at what your other cards are saying before we get too carried away. Okay. How they're feeling about you at the moment is that there's been some conflict. And I have a feeling, though, that it's not big conflict. I have a feeling that it's just sort of like conflict where it's been ego-driven, and where it's kind of been like small things that have just surmounted and become bigger and bigger and bigger. But they feel conflicted with you, and they feel like there's been quite a lot of arguments. Clarifying, we have the Page of Cups. How they feel about you. They kind of feel bad about what's been going on, and I feel that if they haven't already, there's this intention of wanting to come and apologize to you. They may be sending you messages which are really sweet. But I feel as well there's this feeling of the conflict not being dealt with, maybe possibly as well as it could be, because there may be a little immaturity there, emotional immaturity, and that's why this conflict tends to happen. I feel that you're more emotionally mature than this person as well, with all due respect to them. And I think, whether it's on a conscious level, I don't think it is though, but I think they are starting to realize that. They're starting to realize that a lot of these conflicts are coming around from them not really maybe stepping up their game either, or really providing you with the love that it is that you're really wanting, or being the best partner that they can possibly be for you. What their intentions are. Knight of Swords. So I don't know whether you guys are together or whether you're apart, but they're really wanting to come in and communicate to you, and they're wanting to move things forward. They're wanting to fix all these things. They're wanting to just move things ahead really quickly. And I just get the feeling that they kind of just want to be able to not go too deep with their emotions and just look at everything really objectively and kind of sweep everything under the rug is what I'm getting here, and they just want it over and done with as quickly as possible. This person, I feel, as I said before, isn't the most mature. They're not as emotionally mature as what you are, I don't feel. And I think they're the type of people that are sometimes a little bit too much in their head. It's great to be objective, but I think sometimes it can be hard for you to really understand how they're feeling or what's going on for them, because they can be quite guarded, is what I'm picking up. Clarifying, we have the King of Swords. How funny. I mean, yeah, the King of Swords. This is them. So they're really intending to come forward and speak their truth and be really clear with you. And I feel like they're going to come across as being really guarded as well. I feel like, as I said before, they're just going to want to look at this from a rational point of view, and yeah, then they're not going to be, this person doesn't know how to express their emotions very well. They are very clear people. I feel like they're very honest people, but I think sometimes they're just not as soft as maybe you would like them to be, especially in times of conflict, and especially in times when you feel like you need them to be a little bit more understanding, is what I'm getting here. But their intention is to try and work this out with you, but they are going to stand their ground a bit, and they're not going to express their deepest emotions. They're just going to kind of try and just cut through it all so that you can just get back onto it, if that makes sense. Now, your words of advice for you as a viewer, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Nurture yourself. Think about what's the best thing for you. How can you support yourself through this time? Is this the best person for you? I feel like you need to be doing some grounding as well. So going outside would be nice. Walking around without your shoes on the ground would be good, because that's grounding. And remembering your value as well as a queen. But I feel like there's some grounding work that needs to be done. And of course we have, the Nine of Pentacles. These are women that can represent a man, whatever resonates for you. So yeah, this is remembering your worth. Remembering your worth is the biggest thing I'm getting here. Make sure you continue doing things that make you happy, make you feel comfortable. Take all of this with a grain of salt is what I'm getting here, because I feel that you actually do have a lot of real earth energy, and that you're a lot more mature than this other person emotionally. So yeah, it's a very interesting read. Now, your Ascended Masters we have is crystals. So you may own crystals. You may have thought about using crystals as a way to heal. But yeah, the crystals talks about using crystals as a method to heal situations. I'm also going to read out the meaning to you, because I can just say crystals are healing, but let's see what else it says, okay? All right. It says, crystal children are involved in the answer to your question. Your life purpose involves working with crystals. You have a connection to the elemental realms, such as fairies and crystals. This card also may signify a message about a horse or horses. So maybe if you own horses or you like horses, it might be good for you to go out and spend time with horses, or maybe go horse riding in nature would be good for you as well, I feel. Nice. So pile 2, I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you haven't yet, please subscribe and hit the bell notification, that will give you a notification of when all my videos come out. If you haven't already, please give it a thumbs up, and feel very welcome to leave feedback and comments below. If you would like a personal reading, or to check out my social media platforms and follow me on there, all the links are below. Thank you so much, pile 2. Lots of love and light to you. Okay, beautiful people, for those of you who chose this pile of cards, this is pile 3. This is your reading. We're going to be looking at, of course, your person's current feelings about you, how they feel about your connection, and what their intentions are. Please remember, of course, this is a very general reading, that time is an illusion and energy is fluid. Now, if this reading resonates with you and you would like some more details, or perhaps a reading about something else in your life you'd like to further clarify, you can find all my details of course, in the description box below. All right, let's get into it, pile 3. Without any further ado, your first card is the Hanged Man. Your person is feeling like this about your connection. This person is really unsure of what's going on. They're unsure of how they feel about the connection. I feel honestly like this person feels like this about every aspect of their life, to be honest. This card reminds me, or this card is giving me that feeling of the Fool being tipped upside down. You know how the Fool is the first card and a major arcana, and the Fool is always about beginning new journeys and someone going out on a limb and taking risks. And I feel like the person that you're thinking about is a bit like that. I feel like they're a little bit sort of footloose and fancy free, or someone that's a little bit more sort of goes with the flow type thing. But yeah, they don't know what to do. And I just get the feeling that they're waiting for you to make some sort of action, or for you to do something that will then enable them to break free, or you to break free, or whatever needs to happen next, if that makes sense. I kind of feel like they're the type of person that doesn't take a lot of responsibility, or who doesn't really like making decisions, but this is a very general reading. All right, clarifying, we have the Two of Cups. Yes. They're unsure of this connection. They're unsure if they want to make this official if they haven't already, or they're unsure of whether you are the right person for them, because I feel like in meeting you, they've really started to think about the type of relationship they want and the type of person they want, and that, yeah, I feel like they're prioritizing relationships. They want to prioritize relationships more than they used to, but they're not there yet, and they're trying to figure out whether you're the person they want to do this with. Now, if they don't take this personally, of course, because, you know, ideally, if you're in balance with yourself and you have self-worth, if someone doesn't want to be with you, it's better that you're not being with someone who doesn't want to be with you, if that makes sense. So I just feel like this person is just really airy-fairy, just, yeah. How they feel about you. Seven of Pentacles, they're unsure again. They're thinking about what to do next. They're reviewing the time and energy that's been put into this situation. I feel like they definitely feel that the time and energy that's been spent in this connection so far has definitely been valuable. And I do feel like they see you as someone really attractive and, you know, worthy of their time, I guess. That's not the best way to say it, but I think you know the message I'm trying to convey to you. But yeah, they're reviewing whether this is still what they really want. Clarifying the Seven of Pentacles, we have the Ten of Cups. Yes. Reviewing, is this what's going to bring them total fulfillment? Are you going to bring them the Ten of Cups? Are they going to have the Ten of Cups with you? So you must be someone that they are taking this seriously with, but they're just in limbo, because maybe when they met you, they didn't think it was going to be something serious. But they're thinking more about it now. Their intentions, Queen of Cups. I just feel like what their intentions with you are is that they're just trying to really sort out how they feel about you. I feel like they are trying to use their intuition more with whatever decision they're going to make. I feel like these people are very loving. This person may be, I mean, I don't always like to follow everything by astrology signs. So a lot of people are into that. I am into astrology, but I don't like to, make everything about, revert everything to star signs. But I do have a feeling that this person might have some water somewhere in their chart, because as I said before, with this card, the Hangman, I just feel like they can be really dreamy and sometimes wishy-washy, and that can sometimes come with water energy, okay? So, and then we have the Queen of Cups. Of course, this can represent a man or a woman, but we're going to go with the energy here. So I feel like this person is someone that's actually quite soft. They like being loved. They like the idea of love. They are actually quite intuitive as well. And I feel like this is also something that they're wanting in you or wanting in a connection, and they're just wondering whether they can have this with you. This is just saying the same thing again. Clarifying, we have the Three of Cups, and I feel like they just want to have fun with you. In the meantime, they just want to have fun. They don't want to take anything too seriously. They don't want to, if they've already committed to you, they're not sure whether they want to make a further commitment. They're not sure whether this is still something that they want long term. I feel like they just want to have fun with you. They could possibly be also thinking about other options. But I feel like they just want to take it really lightly. There's no real sign of them, because they're just in limbo. The first card you had is the Hangman, which is a major arcana. They're in limbo. The Seven of Pentacles, they don't know what they want. They're reviewing whether your connection can be the Ten of Cups. I feel like they're very loving and soft people, but I feel like sometimes they can be really wishy-washy. And as I said before, I feel like they just want to have good times with you. They don't want to take this too seriously. Or they could be thinking about other people or other options. Okay, take it as it resonates. If you really listen to your intuition, what will come across to you is what you need to hear, okay? It's going to be different for different people. Now, the words of advice I got for you as a viewer are, we have the Ten of Swords. So if this is how you're feeling, or if this is how you're starting to feel, then go with how you feel. Maybe this is time to think about whether this is worth all the stress that it's bringing you, or whether it's time just to, let this connection run its course for you to get the rest you need in order and to heal, in order for you to move into the next phase of your life, or your next journey, or your next relationship, whatever it may be. Because we have the Judgment card as well. This is major arcana. So yes, some sort of decision needs to be made here. This is also like an awakening for you. And if this is a cycle you've been through before, if you've been through relationships with people before, like with people like this before, I feel like the cards are really telling you that this is a really good time for you to acknowledge this. So that you can have this awakening and you can make the decision that's going to be the best for you, so you can move forward. Your Ascended Masters, pile 3, is priorities, yes. Thinking about what your priorities are, what's most important to you. I'm also going to read the meaning from the book. Okay. Let go of procrastination or perfectionism. Break your major goals into baby steps and take one step at a time. Revamp your schedule so that you devote regular time to your priorities. Be assertive in saying no to anything that diverts you from your path. So yes, pile 3, if you are looking to be with someone who knows what they want, who is more directional, who isn't in this limbo stage, who isn't thinking of you as just an option, then I would consider, moving towards something that is, or someone that is not going to consider you an option. But of course, you have your own free will. Okay, pile 3, I hope that your reading has given you some clarity, some insight into your situation, maybe some closure as well. If you haven't yet subscribed, please feel free to do so, to also give me a thumbs up if you want to. Also feel very free to leave feedback and comments below, of course. And thank you so much for your ongoing love and support. Lots of love and light to you.